Hi. Thank you. I'm Michael Carvin. I am the CEO and co-founder of SmartAsset.com. At SmartAsset, we use our patent-pending software to provide automated answers to important personal finance questions. We're incredibly excited to be here today to be launching our mobile product for the very first time. But before I get to that, I'd like to tell you a quick story. It's the story of how SmartAsset came to be. It was 2010, and I decided that I wanted to buy a home. I had mortgage brokers telling me I could afford twice what I thought made sense. I had realtors telling me I could afford 3 times what I thought made sense. And so I went online to do some research. And what I found was content and financial calculators. The content was anecdotal. My aunt did this, my cousin did that. It was difficult to relate that back to myself. The calculators were so simplistic, I could tell that the results I were getting were pretty misleading. And so having worked in finance for a number of years, I built myself a model in exactly the same way I would build a financial model for a company that I would advise. And that model told me what I could afford and why, what financing alternative made the most sense for me and why, what the tax consequences would be, and ultimately did the decision when measured against all of the alternatives really make sense for me. And it was after sharing that model with friends and family and seeing in them the same aha moment of transparency that I had that I began to realize that we could use the financial model as a tool for helping people make dramatically better financial decisions, and not just in home ownership, but across a range of events. So fast forward 4 years, and now SmartAsset uses our automated financial modeling technology to answer 80 questions across a range of subjects, including retirement, refinancing, life insurance, home buying, and many others. And the response has been incredible. Over the past 14 months, our audience, our user base, has grown at 40% per month. Incredible growth. This month in April, we'll have 500,000 people come to SmartAsset for financial advice. And so as I said, we're incredibly excited to be launching our mobile product for you today, so let's get started. We're going to walk you through a tool that helps users understand how much house they can afford. Users can get started in 4 simple steps by telling us what their income is, savings, debt, and where they want to move to. On the back end, we're combining their inputs with data that we've aggregated from our 130 different data partners and data sources. We're processing that data through the financial model, and that's what yields the result that you see here today. So for this particular user, we're recommending that they target a home value of $550,000 or less, and then we explain why that's the right answer below. What's really unique about this answer, though, is how accurate it is. As I said, we have a number of different data partners. We're aggregating data on transaction expenses, mortgage qualification criteria, title insurance. Every data point that's relevant to this decision, we're aggregating it and we're building it into our model to make sure that when we're providing an answer, we're basing it on real data and a mortgage that we know that this particular user would qualify for. So let's answer a different question. Let's figure out whether buying makes more sense than renting for this same user. Here we're recommending that this person should buy, providing they're going to live in this property for more than the next 3 years. And we always want to encourage our users to interact with the advice so they can get a sense for what factors are most important for them in terms of making a good decision. To give you another example of the sophistication that's happening on the back end, we've modeled the US tax code on a federal, state, and local level. That means down to the 2,000 different income tax jurisdictions that exist just within Pennsylvania. If you were to move from one to another, or even out of state, we can show you exactly how that would affect your taxes. Okay, so let's say that this user's bought their home now and wants to understand if they're saving enough money for retirement. As a user walks through our tool, we're continually just adding to their financial profile, so a user never has to input the same information twice. In this particular case, we're recommending that a user saves about $650 or 6.5% of their monthly income to be comfortable to retire at the age of 67. And again, users can play with the advice to get a sense for where the inflection points are in their decision. We're arriving at these answers, in this particular case, based on our calculation of Social Security income, their spouse's Social Security income, how that income will be taxed, how will it be taxed differently if they retire early, and obviously all the intricacies that go into 401k planning, Roth IRA, traditional IRA, and so on. And so what I really want to stress is the accuracy and the quality of the user experience here, and what it enables. And what it enables is self-directed, self-motivated, self-served users. That's really important because that's the future of personal finance. People don't call travel agents anymore. And in the near future, they're not going to call mortgage brokers, they're not going to call insurance agents, and they're not even going to call their financial advisors. They're not going to call them because products like SmartAsset will mean that they don't have to. So if, like us, you believe that the quality of your user experience is only going to grow in value, is only going to grow in importance, we'd encourage you to come and talk to us. For the first time today, we're announcing that we're going to be white labeling SmartAsset technology so that we can power financial advice on third-party sites like yours. So again, if you believe in the value of providing world-class financial advice and you believe in the importance of creating an incredible user experience for your users, please come and talk to us. Thank you.